to shift gears a little bit. I want to start thinking about relationship versus agenda. So I want to do a couple little role plays up here with my colleagues. And while you're watching, I want you to think about two questions. And if you're a linguistic person, you can take some notes because we're going to ask you to talk amongst yourselves. So I want you to watch something. You've probably seen this happen before, and I'm going to do each one twice. So what do you notice about each interaction? What do you notice about what we do? And then what's different? What do you notice in the second? And what do we do? Okay? Want me? Mm-hmm. If you've had a chance to look at gems yet, just if you're familiar with gems, see if you can pick out which gem this is.
What?
Hi. How are you?
I'm okay.
Good.
I'm okay.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
You want to come with me?
Well, where?
You look really nice.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I do. My favorite.
It's
blouse.
your
Oh my God,
favorite.
You can't have it. It's mine.
It's yours.
Mine.
Okay. Well, I noticed maybe another sweater that you have looks so good on you. You come with me, and we can put on your nice sweater.
I have another one?
Yeah.
I didn't know I had another one.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Down this way.
Okay, good.
Kathy, what are you doing?
Well, I'm not sure where I don't know if my room is on that hall. They look so much the same.
Kathy, you know your room's down there. It has your name on it. All you have to do is go down there, take a right, and then it's on the left.
No, I don't think that's right. No.
Kathy,
I think it's that way.
No, Kathy, you want to look? That says Marsh, and that says Bob. And you live next
Well,
door to
who's
Sue.
Marsh and Bob?
You sit next to them at dinner every day. Come on, Kathy,
I
don't you remember
don't-
this? We go through this every day.
Well, I'm going this way. Forget it.
Kathy, all right, fine. We're gonna do this. Hey, Deb, you gotta stop. You're annoying people. Deb, stop it. Deb, stop it. Look, come on, Deb. Come on. Hey, can you help? She won't stop.
I'll help you. Let's
Come on.
Come on, go get her. Come on.
Deb, we gotta do something.
Come on.
Please. Come on. Deb, stop. She needs you know what.
Probably.
Amongst yourselves. You can separate the two, the first one, see if you can figure out which gem. What did you notice in the first role play? What did we do? And then you'll do the second one again, okay? So we'll have another.
This is where the cards come in.
Okay, 15, 20 seconds. Oh, I guess you're ready. So let's talk. All right, you ready? Pause. Okay. So let's share out a little bit. What did you notice? What did you notice in those two role plays?
The wrong way to do it.
The wrong way to do it. What else?
One was
The reaction to me. So that's what did she do in her reaction?
she was either defiant because she didn't like your relationship with her.
You're talking about Kathy, or are you talking about? It doesn't matter. Yeah, you can refer either one. So she didn't like me. What else?
Not when you pointed out her wrongs.
She
We go
didn't.
through this every day, don't you remember this?
Don't you remember? I used that phrase, which ultimately you better get used to this coming up because it's going to come up today. When you say "don't you remember," you're basically doing this.
Yeah, exactly.
We use this, so no shame here. But that's what we do in a lot of different ways. So what else did you notice?
One way showed a lot of respect and care about a person's feelings in their heart.
So I had respect and care about her.
And the other one was, just complete disrespect and not validating anything that's going on inside.
Disrespect and non-validation. How did the one that I respected feel about me?
She trusted you.
She trusted me. How about Deb? When she was pulling away.
Right.
So what would you call Deb in that, or in her first? How would we call that kind of behavior? What? Resistant, aggressive, combative, agitated. Then what would we do? How long? She's what? She needs you know what. What is you know what? Medication. Whose fault was it? Mine. And then what did I do the second time? What was different? I met her where she was. What else?
Well, your vibe was different
My vibe. What was different?
with your approach. When you come at her the first time, then you could feel your vibe before you got to where she was.
What did you notice about what I did that made my vibe different?
You come across more agitated and hostile.
So was I a little bit diamond?
Mm-hmm.
Was I diamond the second time I dealt with her?
No.
Which gem was I? I was. What gem do you think Kathy was? Ruby. What makes you say Ruby?
Kathy or Deb?
Kathy. Oh, you were saying that Kathy, Deb was a Ruby? Deb, were you a Ruby? You were a Ruby. What about Kathy?
She was an emerald.
Emerald. What makes you think she was an emerald? A little bit lost. A little bit lost.
You could tell she wasn't taking care of her personal things because you needed her to go take care.
Did you notice?
Your sweater.
Did I go like this, you're dirty? Did you know what I noticed?
Yes.
You did your agenda. You did your agenda.
Thank you for bringing that up. You know what? This is a good time to talk about this.
You blocked her vision too when you first came in. You came right into her face.
Yeah. Let's see. Takes two. Tango, tango. What would you rather do with your resumes? Tango. So let's do something. I want you to pair up. Because you guys might have to find somebody. Okay? Here's something about today, and I don't know if you noticed that I'm a very kinesthetic person. So for you kinesthetic learners, we're going to help you solidify some of this stuff. And it's not only for kinesthetic, it's because part of what TAC does is help you have an experience from their point of view. Because that's a way that you can learn and have compassion, understanding. So we're going to ask you to do this. Pair up. Just quick, just pair up with somebody. Just move your chair closer. You have to move around, that's fine. Does anybody else need a partner? Kathy, can you come up with me?
Oh, boy.
Is there somebody who doesn't have a partner?
I think that's what Deb is doing. So here's, I want to introduce to you our hand. This is really important part of the class. This hand, we're going to use it today. We're going to use it for cues. Because how many? She's already on it. Don't steal my thunder. So we're going to use this hand a lot today. You see Tifa doing it in the videos all the time. But this hand represents so much more. This is our helping hand. Nobody would be in this business if we didn't really want to help. So here's our helping hand. But let's look at what this hand is as well. Does anybody remember? We have, what do people living with dementia? What about their skills? Do they keep them? They lose their skills. But what do they keep? Strength. So let's just keep that in mind. There's also, this is another very important part of the hand. Calming, soothing. Right. So that's just a reminder because we're going to be using this a lot today. So this is our helping hand. So everybody, take a good look at that hand. Boy, isn't that a nice hand. Nice. So take that helping hand with your agenda. I gotta get this done, this done, this done, this done. I'm gonna use this hand to get it done. Now shove it in their face. Do it. Shove it in each other's face. Shove it. Do it again. Do it again. Shove it in the face.
Doesn't feel good, does it?
Okay. Well, how'd you like that? Not. What did you like?
It's invading my personal space.
Invading your personal space. What else? Increases anxiety. Makes pregnant.
Yeah, makes you jump.
Makes you want to back up. Anybody else want to?
Just makes you jump.
Makes you jump. So you went like. So one went back, one went up. Anybody go? So we got. So somebody wants to flight, somebody goes fright, somebody goes fight. We're going to talk more about that. How do you think your interactions are going to go? When you saw a little bit about when I shoved my agenda in Deb's face, would you please stop your annoying people? Right? You saw how that went. What about, everybody stand up. What about, if we take it a little slower, one of you be a person living with dementia, and one of you be a care partner. Care partner. You have your agenda. Know it, but stow it. Or you can say know it, don't show it. Whichever works for you. How about this? You get, about a little more than arm's length away. And I want you to reach out and shake the hand of the person with dementia. Shake their hand. Please, just do it. Cooperate, please. I got my eye on you. All right, so you shake hands. So I want you to swing your fingers up and make a butterfly. Wiggle your fingers. Now, care partner. Close down on giving a nice firm on that palm. I want you to put their hand on top of yours. You're moving into hand under hand. Move to the side. And put your hand on top. How does that feel? Comforting. So if I came in to do my task, I want Kathy to change her shirt. Is it better for me to come in, do you think? Let's try it. All right. You want a care partner? Just come in and just go, okay, you need to fix your shirt. Go ahead.
Okay.
Pause. Thank you. Now do the handshake. Handshake, butterfly. Put your hand under theirs. Come in and just say, change your shirt. All right, switch. Try that, switch. Switch. So now, care partner, other care partner, come in. Put your handshake, butterfly. Put your hand under them, come to their side, and just say and point. Change your shirt. Change your shirt. Great, have a seat.
Finish this job. I still have it on my agenda to get your sweater.
shoved in your face.
There's an immediate jump back or
Jump back.
quick response.
Right, so we said when we got the hand in the face, we had flight, fight, wait. Yeah, flight, fight responses. We didn't like the other person, we were scared, okay? So how is this different? Oh, wait a minute, yeah, how is this different?
So from the resident point of view, the person in the commercial point of view, like that sensation is really impactful. Like just that, the way that your hand is being held and the pressure, like you felt like that difference, almost like at a chemical response to how you were being.
So you had a chemical
Secured,
response
yes.
to feeling secure. Secure, what else?
But it also feels intentional, like I want to go in as a caring person and it's not so reactive.
So you as the care partner felt that it was an intentional.
It's hard to be frustrated with someone when you're holding their hand.
Hard to be frustrated with someone when you're holding their hand.
And it didn't feel like, you know, you were squeezing really hard, but the pressure sensation was there. And that
Do you
was
think you
calming.
can actually hurt somebody if that you're holding like this? Even do yourself, squeeze like this. Can you hurt yourself? Hold your hand like this.
Yes.
Ah. Yeah. Has anybody here been squeezed like this? And when they've lost this, they still have. How easy it is to get away.
Something that I noticed too is very few of the people we care for have family or anyone around to touch them in a kind way. So that swinging your hand under in the palm is an acknowledgement of meeting a need right there, that they need to be touched.
We're meeting a need to be touched.
Not
Meeting
just
their
coming
need
at
to be
you.
touched in a
Take your clothes off.
gentle way. Right. So you're not taking your agenda, take your clothes off. So what are you actually developing when you do this? Rapport. What else? Trust. Connection.
You're on their side.
On their side.
Partnership.
Partnership. Relationship. Do you think it's going to take more time or less time to develop a relationship leading into task? More time to get a task done. Less time.
Less in the end.
So how many people get, I gotta do this and this and this and this and this, and I gotta do this for Smith, Mrs. Jones, and what do you tend to do? Rush, rush, rush. And what usually happens? Tangle, tangle, tangle. Tangle, tangle, tango. Tangle, tangle, tangle. What do you think might help get a tango?
Slow down.
Slow down. What else?
Breathe.
Breathing. Anything else?
Quick time.
Quick time out. Well, if you're already in it, breathing, step back, time out. How do you think you could even hopefully prevent the tangle from even happening? Still knowing you've got a task to do.
By connecting with them at the beginning.
Connecting in the beginning. Connecting. It's all about the relationship.
I have a sense too that even as a care partner or professional, when you take that slowly and you take the right steps, you can see that incremental bid for permission. So you know, even in the middle of it, if it's starting to get hairy, all of a sudden you can kind of lean back and re-engage and try that process all over again. Because in my case, especially with strangers, it feels like a very tentative ask. It's a permission-based situation, and I feel the hand in her hand enables me to have that conversation that's so subtle.
A subtle connection conversation. Is conversation always with words?
No.
Has anybody traveled to a foreign country where you do not speak the language? How do you communicate? No, you don't speak the language. Body language, what kind of cues are those? Visual cues. Yeah. So, next time you're faced with a task, what are you going to do? First, know it's doing. Then,
Question or comment?
You know, something that Heather says that I think is such a, it just come out for me was, you might not know this person. I know you're working on a community that will be accepting to the process. And it's not that was interesting because she may always, it's always potentially someone I don't know if I'm that person. You may take care of me every day, but I don't know that you take care of me.
that's right.
Right.
Do they
So
know us
every day that relationship has to be reestablished. It's different. I was just thinking on the memory care unit, if you lose that perspective, you're assuming, I care for you every day.
Yeah.
But in fact, I
It's
don't know
me.
you care
How many
for
of us
me
go,
every day.
it's me. Don't you know me? Yeah.
So
What else do we do in, what else do we do in residences? Do we all, what do we wear? Scrubs, the same thing. So guess what? If you're in a more middle stage and you just see somebody all in green coming in to get you, if I'm wearing green and Jess is wearing green, let's say you had a really bad experience with me earlier, like with Deb, okay? You were Deb. So later on the day, I send her in to try. What might happen? Because before it even starts, because what does he have still?
The emotion.
Emotional reaction. Yeah. So it's all about the relationship, getting connected.
And saying you're sorry if you make a mistake.
Oh boy, you guys.
And then I wanted you to say, and I wanted you to say to them, I'm sorry.
Jeez, we're gonna get there, but yes. Yes, that's another piece. We're gonna go more to depth. Bringing that up.
So if you'll just,
Did I click? Oh, I forgot.
for those visuals,
Ah. You guys
There
figured
you
all
go.
this out.
you did it all, you did it all.
Oh, sorry, now.
And I want to go back to why you're all here, because I believe you have those same beliefs. What you all just expressed was that the relationship is the most critical, not the outcome. Catherine, you zeroed in on we're the key to making that life worth living. That's why you're all here. People living with dementia are doing the best that they can. And you're changing yourselves by just being here. You're changing yourselves and you're going to change others. We heard that in your introductions. It's about changing others. So thank you, Catherine. That really brought that home. That brought that home.